Hello, hello. How is everyone? Welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. It is Sunday the 14th of September and the year is 2025. I am hoping that everyone can see. Let me have a look. Hello, Alison. Thank you. Glad I could see someone pop up. I was starting to get a bit panicked. Okay, we'll give everyone a few minutes to get on for a Sunday night live. This should be fun. Hopefully it will be fun on my Stampin' Among the Gum Trees channel. I've got this really fun kit to share with you tonight, and we'll make a couple of cards up and see how they go. It is so cute, this Road to Christmas kit. I absolutely love it, and it came from, let me find it, the September-December mini catalogue that is now live, so I can share the pictures with everybody without being afraid. And here, look, it's so cute. I love red trucks. I like the red farm trucks. Where is it? It's got to be more on it. If in doubt, look in the index. And it says dies, paper, embossed and folder stamp sets. Huh, doesn't tell you kits. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? We've got dies, paper, ribbon and trim, stamp sets, paper accents, embossing folders. It doesn't list the kits. Anyway, tonight I'm going to be playing with this. It arrived the other day and I opened it and I had a quick look, and that's all I've done with it. And yes, Alison, everything is well at our place. I hope it's well at yours too. I'm just going to find my, here we go, where is it? We'll use it to get rid of that glare. That's really annoying. It's the one annoying thing about the glass mat, is it reflects the light. Right. Hello, Leanne. Glad you could join us. If you've never seen a Stampin' Up kit before, they come in these gorgeous boxes. They are so well packaged. I guess because they go through the mail, of course. But it's a nice box. And because it's a kit, and the kits are all inclusive, if you are going away for the weekend or for a week or on a holiday, or you're going for 6 weeks or whatever, you can take your craft with you. It's really easy to do because it's nicely packaged in a neat little box. Now, let's open it and see what's in it. Tear tape, dimensionals, envelopes. The envelopes are really pretty, look. How cute are they? And even the flaps on the inside are decorated. Then we've got these of different images, and there's 4 of those, and there'll be 4 of these pretty snow scenes. And then we have the trucks. 2 different styles of trucks, 2 different colours. One looks like real red, one looks like cherry cobbler. So one's probably a 1940s truck and one will be a 1950s truck maybe. vintage trucks anyway. Hi, Tabitha. Well, it's easy to make beautiful cards when you're using a kit. These are the card bases, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 card bases. White on the inside and a check or plaid on the outside. That looks a bit like maybe Pool Party and Lost Lagoon. Have a think about that. We have 2 sheets of die cuts that press out. And then we don't need the French ones, we need the English ones. Tip it over. More die cuts, but sentiments. Sending loads of Christmas cheer, joyful Christmas wishes. 2 sheets of those. So we've got 4 joyful Christmas wishes, 4 sending loads of Christmas cheer. That's 8. 1 for each card, I'm guessing. And the instructions. Now, it also came because, sorry guys, all of this was all neatly packaged and shrink wrapped on this chipboard, which is just really heavyweight cardstock. Don't throw it away. Use it. It is really good if you are doing envelope journals, or you're making flip-flap books, or anything like that. Photo albums. This stuff comes in really handy. I never throw it away. It's also in the backing of every packet of specialty designer series paper. We have 2. Okay. So, and we get instructions. That's a picture. So everything we need to make the 8 cards is in the kit. Let's remove the box. And Leanne's saving for a scan and cut. You will not regret it. I love our scan and cut. It is the scan and cut. I've got wonky fingers and hands that don't always work very well. I'm losing my fine motor skills, so cutting, fussy cutting and things like that can be hit and miss with me these days. So the scan and cut is perfect because I can stamp an image and I can scan it and it will cut out. And with the scan and cut, you get to choose the offset. So, and the offset is the little white border around your die cuts that most die cuts leave. I don't know that these ones will. Let's push these out while I'm... Yeah, see, this one has a bit of a white offset around. With the scan and cut, you can choose the size of it. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, or you can stamp your image, scan it with the offset, and then copy it and make the offset slightly bigger to do a mat, to cut a mat. And it will just cut the shape. So once you've scanned it, the shape's in there, you can cut your mat for it. And that's really, really handy. Especially for stamp sets that don't have dies, or for designer series paper that doesn't have dies, and you want to cut the shapes out, cut these designs out. Scan them, choose your offset, and cut out the designer series paper. And then you don't need dies. Look at these cute puppies. Look, Last year, he's got a bandana on. Last year, Hannah made bandanas for all her friends with dogs. Made the dogs bandanas for Christmas. They were a great hit. We did. She did pretty floral ones for the girls and checks for the boys, and they were just lovely. So I'll keep popping this out. All right. Now, here we go. It was a lovely day here today, guys. Absolutely beautiful. It was warm. I actually took my jumper off. How's that? And hung washing on the clothesline and got it dry. Oh, so good. So nice to do that. I thought while I was chatting, I'd just pull all these things out because you might not get all the cards made tonight, but we'll certainly have a try. We've got them all done. Then we're good to go. Okay. So let's see. 1 and 2. Okay. Let's see if I can follow the pick a moth. Right, so we're going to use one of the darker card bases. On the back, I wonder if it tells me what colours. No, it doesn't. Okay. All right, when you are holding your card bases, you've scored it, the bump should always go to the inside. It makes for a better fold on your card. Okay, so we've done that. We need to do the trucks. We need a Christmas tree. We need some parcels. We need a puppy. Tear tapes as well, and the old truck. Okay. Oops, punched out 2. And this one. This is really pretty. I'm not usually a fan of snowy things for Christmas because we don't have snow here at Christmas time, but okay. So we've got that. All right. Card number 1. We are going to put tear tape. The tear tape. There we go. Across the tops. Now, just because I'm following the instructions in the kit tonight, doesn't mean you actually have to. You can make them your own. Where did my stamp block go? There it is. Hidden away. The tear tape. You can make them your own. You can jazz them up, tone them down, turn 8 cards into 16 cards. You do not have to. Front. You do not have to follow the suggestions and instructions. Don't put it on upside down. There we go. Okay, now with this truck, it's split. Can you see? It's split. So, why did it say I need it? No. and Christmas tree. Okay. Something's got to be cut. 1, 2, 3. Take the truck. Okay, and goodness me. Okay. Here we go. I'm making it my own already. I am going to highlight that I've got presents piled up in the back of the truck, like so. Or we snipped some of the presents. That's like that. Okey-dokey. Fingers aren't working. This is what I mean about losing fine motor skills. Let's start again. In it goes. Just really up like that. Okay. That is going to go there. And then we're going to stick. For the first one, we will stick to the joyful wishes. These are pulling out really well. There's no little diggity thing there. Maybe just slip off. There's another one. So they're nice and smooth. Alright. So what did I do with the dimensionals? Here we go. Dimensionals on the banner, like so, like so, like so. I like to lay them out before I stick them down, just so I can get a reasonably good feel for the way I want it to go. I'll show you what we'll do with those in a moment. And I'm actually going to put dimensionals on the truck and lift it up a bit. I'm going to put them over where I stuck the presents in, so that they get stuck in place too, just to hold them. And one thing I like to say is don't skimp on the dimmies. They add about a cent to the cost of a card, so they are well worth using enough that your ephemera isn't going to get squashed and flattened and look ugly. Okay. I'm going to put in there like that. And then we'll stick joyful Christmas wishes under there. We've got to take the backings off first, guys. Yes. And then on the inside, I'm making this one just the way that there, the puppy there, and I will use some art glitter glue. I didn't put the lid on it. That's my pokey tool. I prefer art glitter glue to the Tombow glue that we sell at Stampin' Art, because art glitter glue actually dries. The Tombow, the green glue, is great adhesive, it really is, but it doesn't dry completely, it stays tacky. And so that means you run the risk, there we go, you run the risk of your cards actually falling apart over time. Now, if you're making a card and you know that it's just going to be looked at, put on the mantle, and then recycle, that's fine. But if you're putting the time and effort in to make something that's going to be a treasure and a keepsake, you don't want to run the risk of it falling apart. Art glitter glue dries really quickly, really well, and okay, copy. Now I got a little bit. I said I was just going to do this as per the instructions, but I can't help myself. This little doggy needs some Winter Stella, and the Christmas tree needs a bit of Winter Stella too, just to give it a little bit of a shimmy shine. Now, I will tell you something. We sell Winter Stella. You can get Winter Stella pens in my store. They're rather expensive. If you want Winter Stella, so it just adds just, I don't know whether you'll be able to see the shine or not, just a little bit of a shimmery glimmer to your images. Bev's Cross Crafts in Tasmania sells Winter Stella for a lot cheaper than Stampin' Up, and I'm not supposed to tell you that, and I will get told off, I know, but honestly guys, my job is to help you with your card making and your scrapbooking, not cost you money. And I might do some on the bows just because I can. Okay. Oh, and maybe on the snow. Here we go. And the trees. There we go. Let me see. Card number 1 done. Got a little bit of sparkle. I did zhuzh it up a little bit. I didn't do it exactly to the instructions. I rarely do, because you don't have to. But isn't it pretty? So there's plenty of space in there for you to write your message. If you don't want to write a message, you can stamp something, stamp a sentiment, and then you just have to write, dear whoever, love from. And I know lots of people like to do that because they don't feel comfortable writing their own sentiments in their cards. Card number 1 done. Okay. Leanne says, about half my family and friends save cards and half toss them. Do you know, I used to think I've put all this time into making this card and all you've done is throw it in the bin. And then I thought, I've put all this time into making this card because I love you. What you do with it is, entirely up to you. So there we go. Card number 1 done. All right, let's try card number 2. What do we need? We need the lighter card base, which is this one, and this one's going to be a landscape style. So again, put your bump to the middle, to the inside, burnish both sides, and it sits nice and flat. You see how it sits nice and flat? If you ever burnish your cards, fold your cards and burnish them, and they don't sit flat, it's because you've used that little narrow bit. Do a decent amount of your bone folder to flatten it all out, and it works really well. Okay, and this one is going to use these trees. Okay. So where's the tear tape gone? Because we just had it. There it is. Tear tape. Like this. Other thing about kits, apart from the fact that they are great value for money, this is just a card kit. Comes with everything you need to make them. There's no stamping in this kit. If you choose a kit that requires stamping, it comes with the stamps and the stamp block and the ink spot for the colour that you need, which is also good value. But if you have someone on your gift list who is hard to buy for, or is a crafter but perhaps not an avid crafter and doesn't have a lot of this one's going to say sending loads of cheer, so I'm just going to pop that there. Get a red truck, and this one uses the more modern of the trucks, and it has this bit there, and we need a Christmas tree, and we need some presents, and a puppy. Okay. So, now we're going to put some tear tape along the back of the, I just had it, I just had it, tear tape along the back. Where did I put it? You can see it. Tell me where the tear tape is. I just had it. How can it be lost? Seriously. Welcome to my world. Alright. There's the stamp block. Oh, here it is, under the scissors. Under the scissors. Found it. This is going to go in like this. So along here, I'm just going to put a little strip of tape to hold it onto the card front when we finish it. With our prezzies go in the back, like so. Okay, let me have a closer look at this one, because I'm thinking top tinting that I'm going to cut those about there, because it's not all on display. Slide it in there like that. Then I've got that little piece to use if I want to zhuzh up the cards, some more cards. Alrighty. And then the tree is going to go in behind it, like so. Cool. Alrighty. I'm going to use just a little dot of liquid glue in there, just a teeny tiny dot, like that, to hold that to there. Then we'll take the tear tape off the Christmas tree. I'm going to add some dimensionals to the truck, like so. And stick myself to the truck. And that will hold those in place, like that. One there, and one there for, oh, nope, and I don't want that to collapse either. Alright, maybe one there. I would rather go overboard on the dingies, seriously, folks, than not. And adding dimensionals on the spur of the moment like that meant the tear tape on the back of the Christmas tree was not needed, but it will do. Okay. To tell you a funny story, Lacey Dog's been here while Hannah's doing her training, and I turned around the other day and I thought, what is that white spot on her tail? What is that white spot on her tail? And I following her around, and of course, trying to follow her. She thought I was playing chasey. I'm chasing around, and she had the backing of the dimensional stuck just on her tail. So funny. They get everywhere. All right, now, where does the picture say to put it? Oh, yeah, about there. What did I do with this? Because we've got a puppy to put in here, haven't we? Right. Just like so. And we'll pop the puppy up on a dimensional or two. Dimensionals come in two sizes, guys. Big ones like this or minis. I actually prefer the minis to the big ones. They're the same thickness. The minis are just smaller, of course. Yeah, put him there, just like that. Oops, no, he's crooked. Can't put him there like that when he's crooked. Looks a bit drunk. There we go. And then, do I want to raise that up or no? Why not? We've got them. They came in the kit. We might as well use them. Okay. Back in. Back in. And that goes just. There we go. There's the wink. And we'll do the puppies. Bang down. And I like to and the glass. The windows. Giving a little sparkle, huh? There we go. Alright. 2 cards. If I hadn't been talking, it's taken 33 minutes. So it didn't really take 33 minutes. It would only take 10 minutes if I wasn't talking. There's those. Now, will we try one more? And I'll show you how easy it is to just run up. Same deal. So let's try, we'll do one of the old ones. So we need an old truck. And then we're dark, hard bases, and we've got trees and puppies and whatever. Okay, again, folding to the bump to the inside. Burnish. Burnish. Now, I'm pretty sure this is Lost Lagoon. I'm pretty sure. Looking at it, it's Lost Lagoon. So what I am going to do is move a whole heap of stuff that shouldn't be where it is. Get a sponge dauber. Why won't it open? I had it the right way the first time, did I? No, I didn't. There we go. Get a sponge dauber. And collect some ink on my sponge dauber. Use this scrap to bounce it off a bit. I'm just going to do around the edge. of this. And I'm just doing right on the edge. I'm not actually, you can see I'm not actually going up and shading onto the mat. I'm just doing around the edge. It gives the effect of a shadow when you put it onto your card base. Okay. Let me close the ink pad up. Nope. Before I close it up, I'm going to do the edge of the card too. While I'm here. And this one I will do just a little bit more. If you wanted to, you could run a gold Sharpie around the edges. And if you wanted a sharper finish on your edge, you could just slide it through your ink pad, which I have done many, many times. It just gives a little bit of depth to the card as you are looking at it. So now I'll close the ink pad up because otherwise I would have my hands in it. There we go. Alrighty. And I don't know if you can see that too much, but it just throws a bit of a shadow so it's not quite as stark. There's the tear tape. You don't need to use a stamp block or anything to tear your tear tape. It will tear like that. I just like the nice sharp edge. I'm a bit fussy. I like the nice sharp edge. Okay, this is going to go okay. Like this. Alright. Now, let me see, what will we do? What can we do that's a bit different? We've got our old that. We've got the banner. Truck. Christmas tree. Happy wrap presents. The Christmas tree. And this time. See how it goes. You see what I'm doing, so my hands in the way. Just like that. I'm thinking about swapping that out for something else. What will I swap it out with? Tabitha, I will add a link to my store. It should be in the description box below me, but I'll check it. And yeah, Leanne, I think it's a bit like a recipe. Well, they are card recipes, aren't they? You follow the instructions for the first one, so you know what you're doing. After that, you can wing it. and make it your own. And that's part of the beauty of kits. You can have everything that you need to create a card, but you can swap it around and adapt it and change it and play with it to make it your own. I'm thinking, I haven't got any ribbon here. I'm thinking. There we go, Jimmy on my sleeve. Put those in there like that. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. I've made a decision. I'm not going to pop this up on dimensionals. I'm just going to glue it in place. Put that back in there like that. Pop that in like that. We will put the puppy on Vinny's because he's kind of cute. And I stuck that one too close to the edge, so we'll gently peel him off and put him back in the centre because we don't want him to show. Okay, puppy is going to go right there. Get my wink. Do these little and do the bows and the windows for the glassy effect and a bit of sparkle. Alright, and this I'm going to just stick in there just to be. Okay. And there's another one done. Just a little different. I can't see the time. Have I got time for one more? Yep, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Well, we can, huh? No. Try this. Now, I'm using these mats on these card fronts as per the directions, but, excuse me, you don't have to. That could be a card front on its own, on a note card. Or it could be matted on, what have I got here? It might work. That's pool party, it's a bit bright. Put it on. Oh, here we go. Let's go non-traditional. This is bubble bath cardstock. Let's go non-traditional and see how it works. How cool is that? This light is terrible, isn't it? Or you could put it on Daffodil Delight or the new, the new Darling Duckling. Hang on just a second, let me scoot over here. This is the new Darling Duckling. For an absolutely non-traditional Christmas card, there it is on Daffodil Delight. Or, what have I got next? Mossy Meadow for a more traditional look. And that's my all-time favourite colour, Mossy Meadow. Old Olive. So you could do and layer it up. Or do something totally where's the base? Here we go. Secret Sea as a mat, cut it as a mat, and put that on it. Or what's the other one? Do it the other way. Secret Sea like that. There are lots of ways you can actually really like that on the Secret Sea. Ooh, okay. I think that's what we'll do, folks. Let me get rid of these. Well, I quite like this one on the bubble bath too. Okay. Alright, and I am going to use, will I use this one or will I use one of the white ones? That one, Secret Sea, and that. Okay, let me do some measuring. It is 10.5 by 14. So that needs to be 9.5 by 13. I think. Cool. Okay, 13 centimeters. That is 14. Let me just check again. Yep, 14. Keep that. Okay. Did I not cut that at 13? I cut it at 14. Let me cut it at 13. This one, I don't mind. Although, do I have a Christmas stamp pad close by? Leanne loves the Old Olive and Gold, yes. Yeah. Secret Sea is one of the new 2025, 2027 in colours. And I'm thinking it might be my second most favourite Stampin' Up colour. Mossy Meadow is definitely my favourite colour. It is one of those colours that you look at it and you think it's a bit but when you put it with other colours, it picks them up. It seems to either highlight them or they highlight it, and really is wonderful. And it's also one of those colours that I would call a neutral, and it's not an official neutral, but that's not it. There it is. Not an official neutral colour, but it is. Let me do it this way, guys, so I can try and centre it. Make sure the border's equal all the way around. There we go. Little liquid glue. It just can do what black or navy can do. Okay. Now let's try. This would be nice. Stamped in white and heat embossed on the secret seal. One of the advantages of using liquid glue, or using tear tape in this case. No, okay, that'll do. That can go like that, or do I want to use this one? Again, using this one, shoving in a Christmas tree. I'm actually going to put the Christmas tree that way. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? And then that can go up there. Okay, so let me stick the Christmas tree in. Liquid glue is good because it gives you time, gives you wiggle room and time to get things where you're happy with them. Nope, I'm not popping it up on dimensionals because we'll put the other bits up. There we go. Yes. Just a little. With those things. Now that's the property inserted. Alright. Here's the minis. These are the minis. They are really good value. Like I said, don't skimp on them. There is no reason to skimp on these things. Yes, you look at the price of a packet of them and you think, wow, that's a lot of money. You get a lot of bang for that buck with dimensionals. Put them here. Just like that. On the inside, we'll do presents. Put some wing on the bows to make them sparkle. And on the windows here. Might be in the market for a new one soon. Now, I feel like it needs some. It needs some bling. It needs some bling. What have I got down here? Had a clean up. I put everything away. I put everything away, so I'm thinking Some sparkles. Oh, did I glue that down? I did. All right. Next one, we'll put some. This is the open weave ribbon from the Wildflower birthday set. Okay, here we go. Let me clear the clutter away so you can see. See what we're doing. Do you make a mess when I pass? Don't go, Hannah. Hannah's just walked in. She's going, oh yes. All right. So, envelope, card, 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 and card. There we go. And that's it. So we followed the directions for 2. We winged it for 3 for the other 2. You can do what you like with them. I've still got lots of elements left, as you can see up here. And of course 4 more card bases and envelopes. That's it. So let's see where it is. Quick and easy. It will be in here, I am sure. This catalogue is gorgeous too, by the way. I don't know how they, what's the pages? There we go. Don't know how they do it. Every year they come up with more and more and more. Oh, it's not in the catalogue. It's an online exclusive. Oh, what a dope I am. It's not in the catalogue. It's, let me find it. Let me just look for it. Search. Road to Christmas, because that's what it's called. Search. Okay, Road to Christmas kit is $25. So you make 8 cards. You don't need to add anything unless you absolutely want to. It comes with the tear tape, the dimensionals, the envelopes, all the elements you could possibly want. And there you go. So does it tell me the colours? It does tell me the colours. Okay, it's got a lot of colours in it. Cherry cobbler is the dark red. Crumb cake is the colour of the puppy. Crushed curry is the yellows. Mossy meadow is the green. Mossy meadow and old olive are the greens. Lost lagoon is that card base. Pool party is this card base. Real red is this truck. Yeah, so there you go. Lots of colours that you can use. And of course, here we go. We've got a card base, but that doesn't have to be the card base. You can cut it in half and use it as a mat on a Lost Lagoon background like I showed you with the Secret Sea. Cut that down to mat size and use it on mat, or you could put it on white. You could do the pool party one the same way so that you can stretch. There are lots of ways to stretch your card kits. It says make 8 cards. You could get a lot more out of it if you really want to. Alrighty. Oh, I have something exciting to tell you. Can I tell you? Yes, I can. See these cute little nutcrackers? They are coming in a kit. They haven't been released yet. They will be released in October. These nutcracker tags or ornaments. You can use them as tags or you can turn them into Christmas tree ornaments. How cute are they? Can you see them? Absolutely gorgeous. Little nutcrackers. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yes, Alison, we saw the real red check inside the envelopes. There you go, I've turned it over for you. I think the envelopes are gorgeous. The envelopes are stunning. How pretty is that? Now, if you have a pine tree stamp, and we have a few pine tree stamps, you can actually stamp your own envelopes. You don't need to buy them. And this particular check was a designer series paper a couple of years ago, and I'm pretty sure we've got, and it came in red, black, green, blue, yellow, orange. I think there was a purpley colour, and there was a light blue, dark blue. I think it was like a blueberry bushel and a night of navy were the blues. Granny apple and can't remember what the other green was. A darker one, maybe garden green. So there you go. How pretty are they? Okay, and they really don't take long. I've spent an hour, a bit over an hour, only because I'm waffling. Now, I will put a link to my shop underneath. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. If for no other reason than I just like to help people create beautiful cards and scrapbook pages and 3D things like gift bags and tags and things with good quality products, but doing that on a budget, because don't forget, my other hat is cheapskates. And so I like to do things on a budget. Hello, Lacey Dog. Have you come to say hello? Have you come to say hello? Be a good girl. Do it on a budget. People look at me and think I'm nuts, but you can have beautiful products and quality products on a budget. It's easy. You want to know how? Let me know. I'll talk to you about it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you could give us a thumbs up, that's really good. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate you subscribing. And of course, if you know someone who might like any of these ideas or any of the other ideas that I've got on the channel at the moment, don't forget to share the link with them. I will be back on Wednesday. Wednesday won't be live. Wednesday will be recorded. I'll be back on Wednesday with another video, and this one's really fun because it's a colouring one, and Alison will laugh because she knows I don't colour. So it's an easy way to colour. You don't colour. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all again Wednesday.